James, I've just got to ask you, we talk a lot about getting traffic, right? But what happens when you get the traffic and then, well, nothing really happens? The conversions just aren't there. It's so frustrating.
Ah, Emma, my dear, you've hit the nail on the head, haven't you? It's the affiliate's eternal struggle, this. You put in all that graft, all that effort to get eyes on your offer, and then it's just crickets. Absolutely maddening. And it's so common, honestly. I've seen it time and time again with even seasoned affiliates. They just can't quite figure out where the breakdown is happening in that customer journey. It's a real conundrum, but it usually boils down to a few core things that aren't quite clicking.
Right, exactly. I've been there, thinking I've found the perfect niche, driving what I thought was quality traffic, but then my click-throughs are low or people just aren't buying after they click. Is there a starting point to figuring out where you're going wrong? What's the first thing you typically look at when someone says, my conversions are stuck?
Excellent question. The very first thing I generally look at is the quality of the traffic itself. I mean, you can drive all the traffic in the world, but if it's not the right people, then it's just noise, isn't it? You're essentially, you're shouting into the wind. So, understanding your audience, really, really understanding who you're trying to reach, that's paramount. A lot of affiliates, they kind of fall into the trap of just going for volume rather than targeted intent. And that's often the root of the problem right there.
Oh, so traffic quality. That makes total sense, actually. I mean, I've heard that before, but it's easy to forget when you're just focused on those numbers, right? So if someone's getting traffic, but it's not converting, how do they even begin to assess if it's good traffic or bad traffic, Is it just about looking at bounce rate, or is there more to it than that?
It's certainly more than just bounce rate, Emma, though that's a good indicator, absolutely. But what you really want to dive into is the intent behind the traffic. Are these people actively searching for a solution that your affiliate product offers? Are they at the right stage of the buyer's journey? Someone just browsing general information is very different from someone who's reading product reviews, comparison guides, and is ready to make a purchase. So if you're promoting a specific tool for project management, you shouldn't be targeting general business advice search terms, for example.
Oh, so it's about matching the search intent really closely with the offer. Not just getting anyone interested in business, but someone specifically looking for best project management software reviews or something, right?
Precisely. That's exactly it. And then, if you're using paid ads, it's about really drilling down on your keywords, refining your audience targeting. For organic traffic, it's ensuring your content truly addresses specific high-intent queries. It's about being incredibly precise, because a smaller amount of highly relevant traffic will absolutely outperform a massive influx of, just lukewarm visitors. It's a completely different ballgame, isn't it? Quality over sheer quantity every single time, I'd say.
Right, yes, the dreaded bounce back, as we call it. Even with excellent traffic, if your landing page isn't up to snuff, it's all for naught, isn't it? A huge roadblock I see is simply poor page optimization. Think about it. Slow loading times, that's a killer. People just won't wait around, especially on mobile. And then you've got unclear calls to action. Is it immediately obvious what you want the visitor to do next? Click here is simply not good enough. It needs to be compelling, benefit-driven.
Yeah, I've definitely clicked away from slow pages before. So speed is huge. And then the CTA. So it's not just buy now, it's more like unlock your potential today, or something that actually speaks to a benefit, right? What else on the page itself can make or break a conversion?
Absolutely, Emma. A compelling value proposition, that's critical. Why should they care about this product? What problem does it solve for them specifically? And is it communicated clearly, right at the top, above the fold? And then don't forget mobile responsiveness. It's 2024. If your page doesn't look fantastic and function perfectly on a smartphone, you're leaving a huge chunk of potential conversions on the table. A/B testing different headlines, different button colors, even just small tweaks to your copy can make a monumental difference, honestly. Always be testing. That's the motto there.
Okay, so we've got the good traffic, the landing page is super fast and clear. But what if people are still hesitant? They're on the page, they see the product, but they just don't quite trust it, or me, or, the whole situation. How do we how do we build that trust quickly in the affiliate world, where everything feels a bit impersonal sometimes?
That's a brilliant point, Emma. And it's often the hidden conversion killer, isn't it? Trust and credibility. In a world saturated with offers, people are naturally skeptical. First, be transparent. Always disclose that it's an affiliate link. Honesty builds immediate rapport. Then genuine reviews and testimonials are gold. Not just generic ones, but specific examples of how the product helped real people. Case studies, if you can get them, even better. If you've used the product yourself, share your honest experience. Don't be afraid to mention any minor downsides either. It actually makes your review far more believable, you know?
Oh, that's smart actually. Like, not just painting a perfect picture, but being realistic. So social proof is a big one. What about establishing yourself as an authority, even if you're relatively new to, like, promoting a specific product?
Absolutely. Position yourself as a guide, not just a salesperson. Provide value beyond just the product link. Create content, blog posts, videos, even short social media snippets that solve related problems, that offer genuinely useful information. This establishes you as someone knowledgeable, someone who's there to help, rather than just push a sale. And that reputation, that authority, it builds over time, and it's truly invaluable for conversion, believe me. People buy from those they know, like, and trust, don't they?
So we've got the traffic, the page is optimized, and we're building trust. Is that it? Like, is the work done then, or is it an ongoing process? Because I feel like things change so fast online, it's hard to just set it and forget it, right?
Oh, Emma, if only it were that simple. No, absolutely not. The work is never truly done in affiliate marketing. It's an iterative process, constantly evolving. You've got to continuously monitor your metrics. What's working? What isn't? Where are people dropping off? Are your conversion rates, are they stagnating or are they improving? The analytics tell the story, don't they? And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different offers, perhaps a different angle on your landing page copy, or even a slightly different product altogether if something isn't quite hitting the mark.
So it's like a perpetual A/B test? Then just always tweaking and seeing what performs better?
Precisely. Always be testing, always be refining. Even small, seemingly insignificant changes can lead to significant improvements over time. The market shifts, trends change, customer needs evolve. Your approach needs to be flexible and adaptive. And don't get discouraged if a test fails. Every failure is a valuable data point telling you what doesn't work, which is just as important as knowing what does. So, keep an eye on your competitors, learn from the best, and never stop trying to refine that conversion funnel. Persistence, my friend, is absolutely key.